Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the May 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you any intuitive messages that I receive in addition to the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post videos in the future. But with that being said, let's go and jump in and get started. And column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so what's happened the last few weeks. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at May, what's happening in May. We're going to do a love column, a money column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But let's pull a summary card and see what we've got going on for the last few weeks, so it's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card Center. When I see this card, typically it's like a reminder to make sure that you're staying centered and keeping level-minded, keeping level-headed. But again, since this is past tense, I'm going to put this out there, Pisces, that this is like acknowledging that you have been level-headed and you've stayed centered these last few weeks or month, which is good to see. Let's see what kind of messages we've got coming through for you. The first card that we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very practical, very solid, very wise. So I feel like, again, you've been very level-headed as you've gone through, made decisions, had interactions. They've been very solid, they've been very practical, they've been very wise. The next card that we have is the Chariot card. The Chariot card was once described to me as the vroom vroom card. It means that there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. Sometimes with the Chariot too, you don't always know where you're going, but you just have to trust that the Chariot's taking you to the right place. And of course the Chariot always will. But a lot of times this is saying that you're on a journey and you don't know exactly where you're headed, but totally fine. Again, the Chariot's going to take you to the right place. Some of you also could have got a new vehicle. The Chariot card can be an indicator of a new car too. The next card that we have is the Empress card. The Empress card is a card of creation, abundance. This could also be a card of fertility or pregnancy, but all around a really good card. You're living very abundantly right now, and you have the ability to create whatever you want. You've been, again, so level-headed and thoughtful and practical. Things are looking really good for you, Pisces. Let's take a look, though, clarify this column and see what messages I can give to you. Look at all of those sword cards. Just figure it's worth calling out. So swords are typically air signs. It's very intellectual type energy. But let's read through these and see what we come up with. The Page of Swords is a very curious card. It can be a card of gossip. It can be a card of like prying eyes or trying to seek truth. Typically when I see this card, I kind of warn people to stay away from the water cooler talk or the drama or the gossip. But in this case, it's already happened, and it's paired with the King of Pentacles, which again is very solid and very practical and very wise. So it's like you may have heard something recently that was like supposed to upset you, but it didn't because you're like, oh, this is just like somebody saying it. Or like you were told a lie and you were able to see through that lie, or somebody said they were telling the truth, but it wasn't really the truth. So whatever this gossip or drama was, you like went right over it because, again, you were so solid, so practical, so level-headed that it didn't even faze you, which is really neat to see, Pisces. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. When I see the King of Swords, it's saying that there's like long-term success. So you're doing things for the grander picture. You're doing the right thing long-term. Really love to see that with the Chariot. I mean, I already had expressed that too with the Chariot card. There are times where we don't even know where we're going. We just have to trust that the Chariot's taking us to the right place. But this is just confirmation with that King of Swords type energy. Again, this is intentional. This is strategic. This is long-term. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of rest, retreat, renewal. Renewal seems to be the word that's sticking out. Sometimes when I see the Four of Swords, it's like saying that you need to renew your energies, but this is actually saying the opposite, like your energies have already been renewed, which makes sense because we're very creative here, we're very abundant. And people that are tired, that are burnt out, like the Four of Swords, oftentimes lack that ability to be abundant. So your energies are renewed, which is again feeding that abundance, that ability to create. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just coming general, what's going to happen in May. We have the card Unity, so likely you'll be feeling a little bit more unity than you have in recent times. This could be unity between yourself and your loved one. You see her holding the globe there, so it could be unity between you and the earth. Well, let's see what messages we're getting in column number 2, so that general look at May. Now we have all Pentacle cards. Look at that, all Swords now, all Pentacles. Pentacles, though, are earth signs typically, and it's very physical type things. So let's read through these one by one. The first card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. This is like leaving a legacy. So again, when I see this, this is large, long-term money. This could be retirement for some of you or an inheritance as well. But again, this typically indicates good money moves or a lump sum of money. So glad to see that there. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a new job, money, raise, some sort of money news. So I think a lot of you could be switching jobs or potentially getting a promotion or again getting some lump sum type amount of money, or maybe this new job is the right pay that you need long term. Then at the bottom here we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is another great money card. It's a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, and again financial gain. So 3 stellar money cards all in a row there. Let's see what clarifying messages we have. We're not even to the money column yet, Pisces. The first card we have for clarifying is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very traditional or conventional card. It can also mean expectations. Again, for those of you that are getting that promotion, getting that raise, getting that lump sum of money, I feel like it's going to exceed your expectations. And what I mean by that, Pisces, is I feel like it'll be more money than you were anticipating. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited, very creative. This Page of Pentacles, again, being new job, raise, or some sort of money news. When I see the Knight of Wands, it's like freedom. So this new job, promotion, pay definitely is going to be setting you free in probably more ways than you can imagine. Then at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very speedy card. It's quick action, quick change, quick news coming in. So likely this new job, this new money is going to present itself quite quickly. You'll be enjoying these financial gains and this self-sufficiency quite quickly. Now in our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. This is our true money column now. So let's see, think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. And let's see what we've got here. The first card we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active, very creative, new project. This could again be that new role, that new undertaking for you. Whether it's a position at your current company or a new job altogether. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana, and it is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, new adventures. So again, definitely new position, new promotion, new job coming through for many of you. Fool, those new beginnings are always good new beginnings too, so I have to love that. Then at the bottom here we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is very studious. And when I see this is oftentimes like you've worked really hard for this. So it's not like someone just like came and handed it to you, Pisces. This is something that you have been working hard for. But let's look through these next set. So first clarifying card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. Likely you're pursuing this new opportunity because you're wanting more long-term security. Either this is moving you towards the career path you want to be on, this is moving you towards your financial goals, but it makes sense. That's most of the time what drives us, is we're trying to better ourselves. We're wanting to fulfill those long-term desires. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of gifts, and in this case it's going to be a financial gift. Of course, we saw that in that last column as well. It could be a reunion as well, so this new job or this new money could be connected to somebody you've known previously. Again, that Six of Cups energy is very much so a reunion card too. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. And remember, the Page of Cups is very studious. So again, this is saying you worked hard for this, Pisces. Enjoy every bit of it. The next column we're going to take a look at is anything related to love. So think family, friends, relationships, children, anything that you connect with love, Pisces. The first card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of low feelings. You see this person is quite literally sitting up in bed. This could be like nightmare type energy, or oftentimes it's like you're worried about something to the point where it's keeping you awake at night. It could also be anxiety, so anxiety or worry. So there's something that is worrying you regarding love. We're going to, of course, clarify that card as we go through. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving help. It's a very generous card. I think for a lot of you, I see you helping a family or friend this month, a family member or friend this month. But it could go both ways. Again, this is giving or receiving help. Then at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is new mental clarity. For those of you that are single, this card really seems to be sticking out to you too. This is like getting a better understanding of what you want. Or maybe your relationship just recently ended and it's kind of like understanding why that relationship ended, why we got there, and what you want going forward in the future. But let's clarify this row and see what we've got going on. The first clarifying card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you who watched my videos before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of good fortune, good luck, but it is also a turning point. Glad to see the turning point here. So with the wheel, it's quite literally turning. So whatever this love-related thing is that's giving you nightmares, anxiety, worry, it is coming to an end. Again, you're getting close to that turning point. You could also be lucky in finding a new relationship if that's what you want. But glad to see that shift. Anytime we have those kind of lower feeling cards, we obviously want to see a card that's taking us away from that point. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So I would say this is success in the relationship too. Again, if you're single seeking, I do think that that will be successful for you. What I'm getting from this too is like, however you help whoever this is, it's going to be really rewarding for you. And it may not be financially rewarding. It could be a feel-good kind of thing, or you could be recognized at some point later on for. So if this is family or friend, again, whoever you're helping, it does feel rewarding. Then at the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of worry. And again, we had those two worry cards paired together. Luckily, we have that Wheel of Fortune at the top, so that turning point. And in some way, somehow, this worry is giving us new clarity to possibly you have been worrying about something, but now you have more information on it, and you can put the worries to bed from that perspective too. Now at this time, we're going to take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. So something to carry into the month of May with you. We have the card Efficiency. I love efficiency. For those of you that don't know me personally, outside of this, I work in business efficiencies. So likely there's something you'll be more efficient on in these next few weeks or through the month of May. But again, efficiency is such a good thing. But let's see what we've got going on. The first card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very free-spirited and very creative. Again, I'm not sure what you're getting more efficient on, Pisces. Whatever it is, you need to have a creative approach to it. If you just keep doing what you've always done, you can kind of get stuck in that rut of being inefficient. So have a creative approach to the things that you're handling, especially day-to-day tasks. This feels kind of day-to-day associated. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a tired card. It's a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. This sounds odd, but I feel like some of you are like not getting enough downtime because you're spending too much time doing something else. So it's like you truly need more sleep is what I'm getting with this card. But do make sure you're taking care of yourself, resting, recovering, giving yourself that downtime, Pisces, in the month of May. Even if you have to be creative on how you get things done to give yourself that free time. Then at the bottom we have the Emperor card. This is a very strategic type card. And the message that I'm getting here too is like you need to be more efficient in order to be more strategic. Like in order to lock in that long-term success, that long-term happiness, those long-term goals you want, you need to make sure that you're doing things as efficiently as possible. But the Emperor is long-term, so whatever this shift is that we're coming up on, I do feel like it's good. You're doing the right things when we see the Emperor. But let's take a look here. Clarify, of course. We do have some tired cards, more tired cards coming through here. The Ten of Swords is the first clarifying card we have. If you look at this card, it's dark, it's gloomy. This person's laying down flat and the sky is dark. Again, you need to make sure that you are giving yourself time to rest, recover. This is a very low feeling type card. We need to be creative in how we switch up our day and how we make sure we find time to rest. On top of the Four of Swords, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of partnership. So you could be leaning on somebody else for support. Maybe you're delegating a task at work. Maybe you ask somebody to cover a shift. But this is somebody else typically supporting you with that Two of Cups, which will give you that time to rest, recover, renew, like the Four of Swords is telling you to do. Then we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom, another, again, low energy card. It's a card of stress, exhaustion, too many burdens. If you look at this person, they're carrying the whole bundle of wands and they're like leaned over into it, overwhelmed, exhausted. So again, make sure you're finding more efficient ways to do so you're not feeling these tired, stressed, exhausted, overwhelmed type feelings. Now at this point in time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 9 of Diamonds. This is the number 39 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Queen of Clubs. This is the number 40 card. That's also a yes. And question number 3 is the 6 of Clubs. This is the number 43 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you, Pisces. Ooh, sorry, bumped the camera again. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull a card from our Healing Crystals deck. Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you throughout the month of May. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your desk at work, put it on your nightstand. But your crystal this month is lapis. It's good for truthfulness, presence. Again, helps you express your truth, helps you through life, and it really is good with dignity as well. Lapis is always so pretty, not to mention. And then last but not least, we're going to do a message from our Healing Notes deck, because we can all always use more healing. Your card says, surround yourself with people who make you hungry for life, touch your heart, and nourish your soul. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. And again, when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that helps me greatly. And also, you'll be notified when I post new videos. But thank you so much. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But I hope you have a fabulous May, Pisces.